Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about NNDM stock, BNGO stock, SENS stock, NIO stock, and WKHS stock. For Nano Dimension stock news, we will discuss if you should buy more of it or if you should start a position in NNDM stock if you haven't already. Next, we will address Bionano Genomics patents along with the value of the market that Bionano Genomics targets to see if BNGO stock is overvalued right now. Then we will talk about Senseonics stock news, particularly their upcoming earnings, which will lead us into talking about NIO and Workhorse because their earnings are coming up as well. Press the like button for more videos like this one, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies, but right now you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account, and you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Nano Dimension CEO has updated shareholders about how NNDM had a rough year in 2020 because their revenue has dropped to $3.4 million compared to the previous year, which produced $7.1 million in revenue. Now, clearly these poor revenue numbers are due to the illness, but NNDM can weather these low revenues for a while because they have $1.54 billion in liquid assets and no debts. So this is no need to be alarmed, especially if you are holding long term. Nano Dimension CEO has previously stated in a press release, and I quote, "The illness is still in full force in Europe and the United States. Our working assumption is that once it phases out, we should experience a slingshot effect on sales as a result of the removal of restrictions on capital spending, supplier visits, and travel for our customers and prospects. In preparation for this stage, we have planned an aggressive go-to-market strategy supported by our cash reserves." Basically, Nano Dimension will use their abundant supply of cash to make up for lost revenue and pending acquisition merger opportunities. But this cash will also be used to heavily market Nano Dimension's products to new customers, and this will radically increase their revenues over time, and this marketing plan is supposed to be in full force by 2023. Only one Wall Street analyst is covering NNDM stock, and they say Nano Dimension stock is only worth $10, but I still have a $25 price target prediction, which will be a great time to take some profits off the table, then let the rest ride if you value this company, because the company could be worth way more than $25 beyond my short-term price target prediction. The reason why I say to take profits from the $24 to $25 range is because Nano Dimension's market cap grew from $10.6 million to $3.2 billion with low revenues, which does not support that capitalization at this moment. Nano Dimension's EV to revenue multiple is 265, which is very high, and this means that this could be highly inflated by pure hype, but I still like Nano Dimension and it still has upside left before it hits my $25 take profits mark. Next, we have BNGO stock in the news because Bionano Genomics was a huge winner in 2020 that gave us massive gains in a very short period of time, but some people are wondering if it's too late to invest into BNGO stock. And to that I say that there are two main sides, so let me elaborate. There is a bearish negative side and a bullish positive side, so let me briefly explain both sides so you can make the decision for yourself if you would like to invest or not, because my job is only to give you information and it's your job to use that information to invest intelligently. So here we go. On the negative side, Bionano Genomics had over a 20% sell-off recently, and Bionano Genomics has reached a market cap that is not based on their financials or technicals. BNGO produced $4.5 million in the first 3 quarters of 2020, and even if they made $8 million for the year, that would mean Bionano Genomics had a price to sales ratio of greater than than 437 times, which means that BNGO's stock price is separated from their revenues and earnings numbers. Bionano Genomics sales have also decreased over 30% year over year, and even if BNGO started to generate close to $20 million of revenue yearly, then BNGO's PS multiple would still be around 180 times, which is not good. Now, those are points that bears bring up, and they are good points to consider, so maybe you should take profits and wait for another dip to get back in so it's safer. But for now, let's listen to the more bullish positive side of the argument. Because it is believed that Bionano Genomics stock has great long-term prospects, of course it's not too late to buy in. Bionano Genomics technology is both advanced and comprehensive, plus it's ideal for lowering costs, increasing speeds, reducing wait times, and optimizing the general research of diseases and diagnosis of people. Not to mention that BNGO stock is heavily discounted right now. It has a $14 price target by analysts, and it's in a niche market that is worth around $3.1 billion annually. So, if Bionano Genomics gets a large chunk of that market, Bionano Genomics' market cap could be worth up to $20 billion. Also, if you got in at a super low price, it is probably in your best interest to hold because your downside is so low risk. But in the end, the choice is up to you, and it should depend on your situation, specifically things like your risk tolerance, your portfolio allocation in this stock or industry compared to other industries or stocks, or maybe you listened to my videos and you got in at an amazing price for BNGO stock and you don't have to worry about any of this because all you have to do is hold. Also, I do want to make you aware that Bionano Genomics has issued more patent applications for patent approvals, and they currently have over 100 current and pending patents. Next up in the news, we have SENS stock, which has sunk around 12% recently, even though I said it would trend down and people still did not believe me. But regardless, it could be a nice buying opportunity if you want to dollar cost average yourself down, so when the FDA approval comes out in the next month or two, Senseonics stock could skyrocket. But I hope you listened to my previous videos, which told you to swing trade it, so if you took profits before the fall, then great job. Senseonics stock reacts very intensely to good or bad news, so the risk and volatility are really high here. Reddit and Robinhood users alike seem to love this stock, so use this hype and momentum to your advantage. Keep in mind that on March 4th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time that Senseonics management will hold a conference call to go over their 2020 financial performance, which may give us some good news in which SENS stock could react, so this is a great opportunity. And because we are on the topic of financial performance, NIO, ticker symbol NIO, will have their earnings conference call on March 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. And I am telling you this because I highly advocate for EV stocks. And lastly, we have the company that started it all, Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS, which will have their earnings call on March 1st as well, but it will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. Also, I think that CCIV is supposed to merge this week, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, remember to like this video for NNDM, BNGO, SENS, NIO, and WKHS. Comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more stock news, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.